Let's go.
All right, guys, coming into this postseason, we were getting a lot of mixed reviews for our top 5 players under 25. Now that the postseason is finally over, I want to hear you guys' new top 5 players on the 25 list. With Trae Young performing, John Morant performing, Donovan Mitchell performing, Devin Booker performing. What is your new top 5 under 25 postseason?
It should all be all the same for all of us. We all know what it is. But anyway, 1 Luka, 2 Devin, 3 Trae, 4 we're going Zion, and 5 give me Ja, just like that.
Wow. No Tatum, okay.
Nah, no Tatum. But I like Tatum though.
All right. I'm gonna hurt some feelings here, huh?
Let's get to it.
Let me see. Hold on. Okay. 5, I got Donovan Mitchell.
All right.
4, I got
Do you need to see your original list?
I'm missing somebody.
I think it's my original list. They all in the playoffs, probably.
Oh, duh. I'm back. Let me go back. 5, I got John Morant. 4, I got Donovan Mitchell. 3, I have Devin Booker. 2, I have Trae Young, and 1, I have Luka Doncic.
All right.
And 1 and 2 are 100% reversible in my book.
What?
100% reversible.
Wait, who was 1 and 2 again?
Bro, Trae and Luka. He said
They are.
I see you cut.
Technically, Trae has carried his team further than Dallas. But
Dallas is the worst team, yes.
It's a different monster. So I don't know.
And in the West is harder. So I said I give him the 1, but sometimes, arguably, that can change to me. Devin Booker, this is his first time in the All-Star. He didn't make it to the finals, but again, he had that other superstar presence. And then number 4 for me was Donovan Mitchell, consistent every year. And my 5, as a 1-year pro, after your rookie season, you come in and carry a team that's not that great, but not that great to the playoffs, and knock the Warriors off while doing it. Knock off Steph Curry while doing it. That matters. And that's no knock to my number 6 or number 7, Jason Tatum.
It's a knock.
I put Tatum at 6, and then my list goes. Then it goes.
Yeah, we got you.
9, Jaylen Brown, and so on. Oh, Mikal Bridges should be in y'all top 15 now. Haters. Everybody know who he is now. I said that.
Zion did not make your top 5 cut.
I mean, when you start hearing stuff through the Twitter sphere about wanting to leave, your opinions tend to change a little bit.
All right. Luka is a 2-time first team All-NBA, so he gotta stay number 1 for sure. Jace, you have your top 5 players on the 25 postseason?
Yeah.
All right.
I go 5. I got Tatum. 4.
Think long and hard about
4, I got John Morant.
Oh.
Okay. 4, I got Ja. 3, I got Book.
When would a disrespect to Mr. Mitchell stop?
2. Do I want to be biased?
Be objective, please. Don't be biased.
Do I want to be biased? Because, bro, he's just such a dominant presence in the paint. How can you not?
Going Zion.
Not top
I don't care if he ain't go to the offs. His team suck. The front office suck. They in the West.
They don't suck that bad.
In the West.
The coaching did suck though.
Give it to him then.
I'm gonna go Zion 2 and Luka 1.
So no Trae or Donovan Mitchell.
No Donovan Mitchell.
Trae at 6. Donovan, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I don't believe in the Jazz.
How you put Tatum over him when Tatum was on a way better team than Trae?
Tatum's a better bucket.
I agree with that notion, bro. I think Donovan got a lot of help from that defense.
Donovan's a great player. Don't get me wrong. He's a great player, but bro,
great defense. But who does the scoring? Because nobody else can't consistently.
Except for Clarkson.
Other players are doing both or contributing more.
Who doing both?
Zion is
going like Donovan out here scoring 50 a game.
Who does Zion guard?
Bro, Zion. What are you talking about? He's a
Zion.
Who does he guard? Like he clamp up. Like who does he one-on-one guarding? He's a good help defender.
I mean, I like Donovan, but he's not. He don't have to do these other players have to do. Like I don't know. Take him.
I'm not being biased. My list was 100% unbiased.
But they're not number one without Rudy, or without Joe Ingles, or without Bogdanovic, or without Mike Conley.
Yeah.
Or without
Mike Conley didn't play. Bogdanovic is a role player. Ingles is a role player.
They're scoring this. They can give you 20.
They don't though. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
They don't.
They'll do it one game and then the next game is 8 or 6.
They led the league.
So Donovan out here scoring 40 a game.
That didn't come from all Donovan. They led the league in most shooting threes last season. It didn't all come from Donovan. Like they were scoring the ball.
They shoot the box a lot. But look at
I will say this.
Go look at the box score, Jace. Go look at the box score.
He's scoring 40 a game, good.
I will say without Mitchell, the Jazz did lose game 1 to the Grizzlies. I think his presence is vastly needed for the Jazz to be
without Mitchell, they're nothing.
Bro, without any superstar, their best player, nobody can't say that. Anything.
You take Zion out the Pelicans,
without Devin Booker, the Suns ain't nothing.
You take Zion out the Pelicans, who they still got?
Huh?
You take Zion out the Pelicans, who do he still have?
Who, Brandon Ingram?
Yes.
They're still gonna lose.
That's not necessarily true.
It is though.
It's not.
Bro, if
y'all don't watch the Pelicans, y'all telling me right now y'all don't watch the Pelicans.
Bro, B.I. is not carrying the Pelicans.
So you're telling me that B.I. is gonna just play without Zion, they're gonna win every game?
No, but they win games without Zion. It's improving.
Bro, everybody was tanking and stuff this year. I can't even validate that, honestly.
Everybody.
So Zion's the problem, huh? Just because he said he went out.
I didn't say he's the problem. I just said he's not top 5, under 25. What has he accomplished? What has he done?
What you mean, bro? What?
You know, Jason don't care about postseason. He care about.
Yeah, I don't, bro. I'm sorry. That's a team accolade.
Even regular season accolade. He can't.
It's a team accolade. Team accolade. The team goes to the playoffs, not one person. The team.
Somebody got to lead him there.
Somebody.
I'm be on stack.
I'll beat him to the playoffs, bro.
Why
on a worse team. On a worse team.
Longer, right?
On a worse team.
Why he not leading the team?
On a worse team, he led him to the playoffs.
B.I. is on the team, right? Why is he not leading them?
Because it's not his team.
What you mean it's not his team? He's the oldest, right?
That don't mean
matter.
He supposed to be the leader. You say somebody need to lead. Why B.I. can't lead?
Age no matter if you.
Jaylen Brown older than Jason Tatum. That's Jason Tatum's team.
B.I. still young though, bro. B.I. super young.
Like
Luka 20.
That's what I'm trying to get in their head. Like,
Porzingis older don't mean it's Porzingis team.
No, we're not gonna talk about Porzingis. Porzingis doesn't even count.
But you said
somebody that's actually good.
Yeah, it's crazy how Porzingis like really just his
Chris Paul older than Booker, but it's still Booker's team. Yeah. You just spent 10 minutes talking about Chris Paul's going to leave the Suns. Come on.
That's what
Bro, without Chris Paul, they are nothing. There's no DeAndre Ayton, no Cameron Payne, no Jake, none of them.
I think they would have made at least play-in tournament without Chris Paul.
That's play-in tournament finals.
They would have made a playoff. I think they'll go again if Chris Paul don't return.
I agree.
Now, now they will. But
no.
last year, like you said, y'all said without Chris Paul this year they would have made the playoffs.
I said at least they would have made a play-in without Chris Paul.
They'd have been playing against the Grizzlies.
They did the same thing they did last year.
But that team, the Suns are fine. Like they
good.
They have chemistry. They're young. They had
who created the chemistry, John? Who helped create that?
Jay Crowder and Chris Paul.
No, you need a floor general to create that type of chemistry. He brought out the best in all of them. Yeah, and now they'll probably be better. They'll be better moving forward. I think that's what he did with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as well, and Schroeder.
But Monty was also there. They finished 8 straight wins before this last season, without Chris Paul. So they had momentum anyway. That's why he went there, because he saw that.
Does bubble momentum really pass over to the next season?
Yeah. It did for Jamal. It did for Donovan.
It did for the Heat.
It did for Milwaukee. It did for Taylor.
All right. But you didn't make the Alls, right? So it's like I don't know. I'm not trying to compare it to football, but like you win your last 2 games and you 0-14.
that's what Mitchell.
I'm building something to build on.
That's what Mitchell Trubisky did with the Bears. Went 3 straight and was like, oh, we might have to pick up his 5th-year option. He's playing kind of good.
Why didn't do that?
And just drafted Justin Fields.
But I think that just made. I think that proved that Monty was a good coach more than it proved that they were going to be good without Chris Paul. They knew they needed more.
Monty coaching was just questionable in the finals, like that. Them last couple.
I don't think it was questionable. I think
it was questionable.
I do think they missed Sarek for the backup center for Aiden when he tore his ACL because he has a body, but without him, had to put in Kaminsky.
I mean, they should have did the wall. Like the wall is what stopped Giannis in the.
I don't think they had the personnel to build.
Everybody can't play that.
Yeah, I don't but the Raptors had Siakam, Kawhi. They also had good perimeter guards for Larry and they had OG Anunoby and Norman Powell. With the Suns, who Crowder, Aiden, and Bridges gonna try to build the wall. No disrespect, but I'm being like honest, like size, built, playing your defensive ability. I don't think they had the personnel to create the wall.
Random.
You got it too easily.
What you said, John?
The Heat. This is random, but the Heat gonna get somebody in free agency. I'm just
who do you think? Is it gonna be a splash or is it gonna be like a?
They could mess around and get Russ on some wild. The Heat, like.
Oh yeah, a lot of teams can get him because he's leaving because that team's done.
And if they do, they could be nasty. But yeah, I just wanted to add that last.
What does nasty mean? Just for the viewers, is that a conference finals appearance? What is that?
It's definitely a game 6 in a semi-conference.
Okay.
And it's definitely showing people, they might make the conference finals, if not the finals.
Okay, I like it. Just making sure. And lastly, my top 5 players on the 25 postseason. Number 5, I have Donovan Mitchell. Number 4, I have Jason Tatum. Number 3, I have Trae Young. Number 2, I have Devin Booker. And number 1, I have Luka Doncic.
That's the politically correct answer, I guess.
No, it ain't.
What, you didn't like Tatum being up high there? Cut.
Who was 3?
3 was Trae Young.
But who was 4 and 5 would be switched at the least.
I just think
he does more with less.
I do think I was weighing going back and forth with those two, dating back with Tatum when he had a loaded roster, made it to the conference finals, but Tatum, with being a number 1 seed, they didn't make it to the conference finals. I do weigh that, but I know it's West East. But at the end of the day, I do think Tatum. We seen Tatum. I believe he did.
Tatum just on the wrong team.
Nah, Tatum just
on a team like the Lakers. All his talent would be shining.
He had a great game against the Nets when he got others involved, so that's why I took into account as well. I haven't seen Mitchell. I seen him do it in a regular season.
You're right. I'll give you that. Tatum is better at getting others involved. That matters.
So yeah, I think that's why I gave Tatum the edge over Mitchell. Zion, you gotta show the postseason, baby. You gotta show the postseason, baby. And hopefully next
team accolade.
Hey. Ain't hard to make the postseason, bro. Ain't that hard?
You said what?
Ain't that hard to make the postseason
in the West?
It's not that hard.
Not that hard. No.
All right.
Not that hard for good teams. Not that hard for good players.
All right. Good players, but not a team. No.
Every coach that was in the finals or in the playoffs for the West had like 3 years with that team, or 2 years at least. I think maybe
McMillan had half a season.
Who?
Nate McMillan had half a season.
McMillan.
I said
Tom Thibodeau had 1 year.
He said in the West. He did say in the West.
Oh, you said in the West?
Yeah, like those were season coaches.
Jazz, Lakers, Nuggets.
Only team that wasn't like the Suns.
Yeah, the Suns.
2 years, and the Grizzlies coach was his 2 years as well.
Yeah.
Frank Vogel was 2 years.
Taylor Jenkins has been there for a minute.
Frank Vogel was 2 years.
He got there when Bron got there?
Yes.
Not the year after Bron got there.
Yeah, after
it was Luke Walton. Then it was
Frank.